In this video, I'm going to show you how you can earn passive income with digital marketing, which is basically just, promoting things online. Digital marketing, e-commerce, digital marketing, you're promoting things online, e-commerce, you're selling things online. So this is digital marketing and e-commerce. So how can you earn passive income with this? How is it possible? And what is it? What is passive income? Passive income is when you make money, whether you're working or not. That's passive income. That's what we want. Okay. Warren Buffett, he says, like, either you figure out ways to make money while you're sleeping, or you have to work until the day you die. So how do you make money while you're sleeping with e-commerce and digital marketing? How do you do that? Well, in this live, I'm going to show you how that's possible. So if you're new here, my name is Dan. I'm from Michigan, and I help everyday men and women make seven figures online without having to work a job. So, like, there's basically two ways that you can make money, right? One way is you're an employee, which means you're building other people's businesses and you're making other people rich. Okay. Now that's one way to make money. Not the best way to make money. That's not my preferred way to make money, I'll tell you that much. Like, do you really like your job? I read somewhere, like, no, I think I saw it, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was talking about it. He was talking about like 80% of people don't like their jobs, but how many people do anything to change it? Like, do you honestly ask yourself, like, be honest with yourself. Do you like your job? Do you like working? Or would you rather make money in your sleep? Simple as that. Okay. So with this business, guys, you can earn 600, 900, and $1,400 a day simply by reselling digital products that you don't even have to create yourself. Okay. So all you have to do is get your business set up, and like, you can set it up in 2 days. You get your business set up. Okay. And then once your business is set up, then all you have to do every day, which is what I do every day, you just have to post content and go live. Okay. You just got to get out of your head, right? And just post content and go live. You're building your freedom here. That's what we do. We build our freedom one sale at a time. That's what I'm doing with my business, guys. I don't look at it as like making money. I look at it as building freedom. Okay. Because the more money I have, the more freedom I have. In this world, the only way you can be free is have money. Okay. Like, your goal should be to be wealthy. That should be your goal. My goal is to be wealthy as soon as possible, because the more money you have, the more options you have, the more freedom you have. And the less money you have, the less options you have, and the less freedom you have. So your number one mission in life should be to make as much money as possible. So if you do this business, all you just look at it like this. All you're doing is building your freedom one sale at a time, guys. And you can build your freedom pretty fast with this business, because our top product, it sells for $1,400. Okay. You can have $1,400 commissions, 100, 300, 600, 900, and $1,400 commissions, guys, paid directly to you. Okay. This is e-commerce and digital marketing. So what happens is people go to your website, right? And they buy things from you, just like Amazon. Amazon is e-commerce. This is also e-commerce. People go to Amazon and they buy things. Okay. That's why Jeff Bezos, the creator of Amazon, he makes like $150 million a day while he's sleeping or doing anything. This is how you earn the passive income, right? You have a digital storefront, you have a website, you have a sales funnel that's out there working for you 24/7. This is how you can make money in your sleep. Okay. And that's what you're going to learn inside of these programs. So we have these, let me show you exactly what we sell. Okay. Let me show you this sales funnel. So, like, if you go to sevenfiguremonk.com, right? Sevenfiguremonk.com. That's my website. And you can learn how to, make $1,400 or more in a day by reselling digital products that you don't even have to create, guys. Business in a box. So go to sevenfiguremonk.com and check it out. But now let me show you what this business looks like. Okay. So many times people ask me, like, what do you actually sell? Yeah, we sell educational programs. Okay. These are educational programs right here in the e-learning industry. Like, do you know what the e-learning industry is? It's like $1 billion a day industry where you're selling education, information, training. Okay. It's called the e-learning industry, guys. If you don't know what it is, you can look it up. So basically, someone, like, we give you this website. Okay. And then people can go to your website and they can buy one of these programs. So 100, 300, 600, 900, or $1,400, guys. So this is high ticket marketing, and you earn 100% profit. So you just got to get people to go to your website. So how do we do that? Like, what's our strategy? What's the strategy that we teach inside of our community for getting people to go to your website? Like, what do we teach, right? We teach a 2-hour workday. So every day, all you got to do is this, guys. All you got to do is post content and go live on social media. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's like, if you like, before I go live on TikTok, I scroll on, I like engage with other people, because they say it's good for your, if you like engage with other people's content before you post your own content or go live. So I scroll on TikTok before I go live, and there's literally hundreds and thousands of people selling things online, guys. Okay. So you should do it too. You should start selling stuff online too. Like if you scroll on TikTok and you see people's lives, they're selling all kinds of stuff. They're selling their own products, they're selling other people's products, they're building their brand, and you should be doing the same thing. See, those people are smart. Anyone who's selling something online, they're smart because that's the best way to make money, guys. The best way to make money is sales and marketing. This is how you can build freedom for yourself. This is how you can quit your job. This is how you can fire your boss. Okay. So if you're not building, like, if you don't have a digital business right now, you should get one as soon as possible. If you care about freedom, if you want freedom. Now, not everybody wants freedom. Some people say they want freedom, but if you're not willing to work like 2 hours a day to build your freedom, then you don't want it. You're just not serious about it. It's as simple as that. It's easy to say you want to be wealthy. It's easy to say you want freedom, but like, are you actually willing to put in some effort every single day? See, guys, I show up every single day. I post content and I go live every single day. It's not even 11 o'clock in the morning. All right. It's not even 11 o'clock. And I've already posted content and I'm going live right now. So nobody on the planet can tell me they don't have time. See, these are the excuses that I hear all the time, and they're all lies. Okay, people say like, yeah, I want to start a business, but I can't afford it. Lie, because there's installment plans, super affordable. Okay, you can afford it. Okay, there's another lie that people say. They say I don't have enough time. That's another lie, because we teach you how to work for 2 hours around your schedule. You have 2 hours a day. Okay, so stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to God. Stop lying to the universe, because it doesn't make you look good. Okay, everybody has 2 hours in a day. Okay, you do. And another lie that I hear people say, they're like, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to start an online business, but I don't know what to do. That's another lie, because we show you everything, we show you what to do step by step. So stop lying to yourself, guys. Just be real. Just be serious. Because you have time, you have money, and you can learn what to do. So stop making these excuses. Like when people tell me like I don't have money, I'm saying you're lying. You're straight up lying, because people spend like $2,000 to $7,000 a year on unessential things, stupid things that they don't really need. Okay, so whenever someone says I don't have money to start a business, no, you do. You would just rather spend that money on stupid things. Let's just be real. And then some people say like I don't have time. Okay, whatever. Like, you have time to watch. If you have time to watch TV, if you have time to scroll on social media, if you have time to gossip and talk about people behind their backs, then you have time to build a business. Okay, so don't come at me with that. And then people say like, I don't know what to do. Okay, okay. Well, did you know how to walk before you learned how to walk? Did you know how to ride a bike before you learned how to ride a bike? Okay, we teach you how to do everything step by step, guys. Like, we literally show you how to do everything, how to build a business from scratch. Even if you have no experience building an online business, even if you've never done any sales and marketing, even if you've never posted any content before. See, that's all you got to do with this business. You just got to post content and go live. That's it. That's all I do, guys. I've made multiple five figures, thousands of dollars just by posting content and going live. I don't do anything else besides that, really. I mean, I do other stuff, like, because we have a 2 hour workday. So like, I post content, I go live, I reply to messages, emails, and then I go through training. That's pretty much all I do to build my business. Okay. Now, is that hard? No, it's not hard. Now, you want to know what's hard? Being overworked and underpaid until the day you die. That's hard. Okay. Building someone else's business, missing out on life because you're working a job. That's difficult. Starting a, like, let's say you try to start like an offline business. That's hard. You have to manage all your employees. You got to deal with all these different things. You got so many hassles. That's difficult. Posting content on social media, going live, replying to messages, going through training. That's all you got to do here, guys. That's all you got to do. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Okay. Business in a box, sevenfiguremonk.com. Why am I the seven figure monk? Because I was a monk for 10 years, right? Not common, my friends. Like, when I was in my 20s, now I didn't plan growing up. I didn't plan to become a monk, guys. Actually, I wanted to be a rock star. That was my goal. Like, I wanted to be a rock star. Okay. Like, I'm really into music. I still am. But, things happened. I got married. And then the marriage didn't work. I got divorced. And then I questioned like my existence, like what's the point of life? And then somehow I ran into monks and they invited me to stay at their temple and I became a monk for 10 years. I was a Hare Krishna monk. Okay. So I did that for 10 years. And then I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. And then I was working a job for 5 years. And then all of a sudden one day our company, they sent us an email during the pandemic time and they're like, we're gonna basically cut your pay in half. You got 3 weeks, you can stay or you can go. Okay. And that's when I reached my breaking point. And then I went online and I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw this business being promoted, earn 100% profit, make $600 a day, 2-hour workday. And I said, send me the information. And then I launched my business in 2024. Okay. Early 2024. And then I got my first sale in a month, guys. In my first month, I got my first sale. And then I've gone on to make multiple 5 figures, thousands of dollars since then. And I've learned so many skills. Like, I've learned social media marketing, how to attract customers, how to build my brand, email marketing, social media monetization, how to build multiple streams of income and stuff like that. And I'm always learning and earning. That's what we do here, guys. We're just learning and earning. You learn and you earn as you go. See, I made my first sale in my first month. Now, was I like an expert in my first month of business with this business? No, but I still made my first sale. You don't have to be an expert, guys. You just got to show up. You got to show up for yourself. You got to show up for your dream. You show up for your job, right? You show up for your job. Like you work 40 plus hours a week. You show up or your spouse shows up. You show up for your job. You show up to build someone else's business. You show up to build someone else's dream, build someone else's income. You show up to make other people rich, but you're not willing to show up for yourself. Like what's going on there? Like you're not willing to show up for like 2 hours a day to build your own freedom, to build your own income, to build your own dream. Like ask yourself, like what's going on there? Like what is going on there? Because something's going on there, guys. Like you gotta work on that. Like at least be aware of it. Like why wouldn't you want to build your own dream? Why wouldn't you want to build your own business? Why wouldn't you want to build your own freedom? Make it make sense to me. Like I don't think you can. I don't. Okay. Go here, guys. Sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Learn how to make $1,400 or more in a day because our product that you don't have to create yourself, our number one product, it sells for $1,400. So you can make 100, 300, 600, 900, or $1,400 in a day. All you got to do is set up your business one time. Okay. You get it set up and then you plug into our community for ongoing training and support because we have a community of over 57,000 people. Right? You're going to get daily millionaire mentoring. You're going to get weekly millionaire mentoring. In fact, we have a mentoring call today. Yeah, we have a mentoring call in 2 hours, 12 o'clock EST, because I'm in Michigan. So we have millionaire mentoring today, guys. So I'm going to attend that call every single day. Daily millionaire mentoring, weekly mentoring from 6 and 7 figure income earners. It's a lot. I mean, honestly, sometimes I don't even attend all the calls. Sometimes I miss one of the daily trainings because it's a lot. But we give you so much. That's good though. We give you so much, guys. So much training, like so much. You're gonna learn so much here. You're gonna learn and you're gonna earn as you go, right? That's what's happening, guys. I'm learning and I'm earning, earning. Right? It's better than college because college, you got to go to college. You got to wait 4 years before you can get a job. If you get a job, I've heard like 50% of people don't even use their college degrees. They spend thousands and thousands of dollars on college, but they don't even use their college degrees. That's wild, right? Yeah. Now you can spend, or you can do a one-time investment in a business like this, and you can go on to make 6 and 7 figures, right? Is it possible? Yeah. We created over 127 6-figure income earners, guys, inside of our community so far. 120 people have made over 6 figures because of this business and what we teach and what they've learned. Okay, that's a lot. And then we have a couple people. We have a few people. I think like 3 people that have made over 7 figures so far with this business. And there will be more, guys. There will be more 6-figure income earners. There will be more 7-figure income earners. So why not you? Like, why not you? You can do it too. Anybody can do it. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. Check it out. There's a link in my bio. Like if you're on TikTok, if you click on my little face right here twice, it will take you to the link in my bio. Okay, check it out. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok right now, guys. All you got to do is post content and go live every day. Just share this business. There's 57,000 of us inside of this community, guys, that are sharing the same business opportunity. So you don't have to feel like weird. like you're the only one doing it. You're not. There's 57,000 people. Now, some of them might be actively doing it and some of them might not be, but 57,000 people, guys, and counting, said yes to this business. So it's not like you're going to be the only one doing it. So you don't have to feel like weird, like you're a weirdo. You're not. You're smart because you decided to start your own online business. You decided to build your own dream and build your own freedom. You decided to become an entrepreneur and learn all this stuff. Like you're going to be learning how to become an entrepreneur, guys, which is cool. Okay. Like there's like you can be an employee, which means you're working for other people, you're building their business, or you can be an entrepreneur, which means you're working for yourself, you're building your business. And entrepreneurs, we have automated systems in place, guys. Like you can automate your income. Okay. Like my business, it's out there working for me 24/7. So anytime someone can go to my website and they can buy from me. Anytime, guys. Literally anytime. That's how it works. Okay. I just post content, I go live every day. Post content, go live. Why? Why do I do that? To attract customers, to share this business, to impact lives. Because we teach you how to like, create this $1 million message. And my message is this. I help everyday men and women make 7 figures online without having to work a job. Okay. So I'm on a mission to help 1,000 people make $1 million. So I'm going to keep showing up, working on myself, working on my business, working on my mindset until I make that mission a reality. So what's your mission? Do you have a mission? Like, what's your mission statement? Like every business, every company, they pretty much have a mission statement. Pretty much, if you look it up, they probably have a mission statement. Like Apple, I think they want to get a computer in everybody's home. So, like, you got to think like these people. You got to think like these entrepreneurs and these businesses. Build your own brand, guys. Okay, build your own brand instead of building someone else's brand. Like, think about what your job is. You're working for somebody, right? You're building their brand, you're building their business. And the person at the top, they make the most money. So you want to be the person at the top, okay? Now with this business, you are the person at the top because this is not MLM, this is not affiliate marketing. We're not splitting our commissions with anybody else. There's no middleman. Like you earn 100% profit per sale, okay? So you can make 100, 300, 600, 900 and $1,400 over and over again, okay? Because we have 5 products in English and in Spanish. So you can get customers that speak Spanish or customers that speak English as well. This is a global business, guys. You're going to be building your own global business. You can get customers from any part of the world. I've got customers all over the world. Okay. And inside of our community, we have 57,000 people and we're all over the place, guys. We got Canada, America, South America, Africa, South Africa, Australia, Europe, you name it. We pretty much have people from all over the world inside of our business, guys. And you're getting paid in American dollars. So if you're living overseas, like you're in South Africa or something, we have many South Africans in our community, guys, and they're becoming millionaires. Like we've created like millionaires in South Africa because their currency is different, right? The American dollar is worth more than the South African rand. So if they make like 50K in American dollars, that makes them a millionaires. I think pretty much something like that. 50K American makes them millionaires. So they're becoming millionaires in their currency because of this business. Now, if they didn't do this business, you know what they would be doing? They'd be stuck at their job that they hate. That's what they'd be doing. So how will you make money, guys? If you don't do this business, like how will you make money? Think about that. Are you just going to make money the same old way? Like, is that working for you? Like what you're doing right now to make money, is that actually working for you? Is that creating abundance for you? Like, is that working? How's that going? Because, like 99% of people are not abundant. Like 99% of people don't know how to make money, guys. Probably 99% of people are going to die broke and unfulfilled to some degree or another. Because only 1% of people in the world make over $500,000 a year, guys. Only 1%. Now, who are those 1%? They're mostly entrepreneurs and investors. Very few employees make over 500K. Very few. Like they would have to be very specialized, like specialized doctors, specialized lawyers, specialized bankers. It's a big minority. But the people that are making the most money, guys, they're the investors, they're the entrepreneurs. So success leaves clues. If you know that investors and entrepreneurs are making the most money, what should you be? You should be an investor and an entrepreneur, right? Obviously. Like who can deny that? You can't deny that, guys. You can't debate that. This is the fact. So go here. sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. Learn how to make $1,400 or more in a day. Now do the math on that, guys. Like we teach you how to attract customers. Okay. So now you learn how to attract a daily paying customer at $1,400. Okay. That's 42,000 a month and 511,000 a year. Now, if you learn to attract a customer a week, that's an extra 5,600 a month, guys. Okay. That's an extra like 67,000 a year. Now, let's say you get four customers in a day. Four customers in a day, guys. And you've made $5,600. Four customers. So how do you get those customers? Right? $5,600. That's crazy. Okay. We just launched these products recently. So like I'm doing the math because our top product before sold for 900. Okay. So I already did the math on the $900 product, but now we have a $1,400 product. So I was just thinking today, I was just like, it just dawned on me. If I get four sales in a day, I've made $5,600, guys. Four sales. So how do you get those sales? You post content and you go live. You share the business with people. You share these programs. So we're reselling digital programs in the e-learning industry. And these programs teach you everything you need to know about digital marketing, how to build multiple streams of income, okay, in a variety of ways, like through social media monetization, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, TikTok shop. We have some other stuff we're going to be adding. So you're going to be learning how to build multiple streams of income, right? So you can just resell these programs and do nothing else if you want. That's cool. Or you can go inside of the programs and learn all the other ways that we teach you how to make money. It's your choice. Okay. Some people, they just focus on reselling the programs. Other people, they want to learn everything. Like I want to learn everything, guys. I want to learn how to do like everything. So that's what I focus on. So we got like three types of buyers. Like who buys these programs, guys? Like the first type of buyer, it's a business owner. Maybe you're a business owner and you have a lack of customers. You want to learn how to attract more customers. Okay. So the business owners, they buy this program so they can learn how to attract more customers with digital marketing. That's one type of buyer. Those are people that you can sell to. The second type of buyer, they're people that want to learn how to create their own offers and market them, or create their own communities and monetize them. Okay. They want to learn the skills that we teach basically inside of our programs. That's the second type of buyer. Now, the third type of buyer, it's someone who just wants to make money online. They don't really necessarily have a business or care about learning everything. They just want to make money by reselling the programs because you can make 100, 300, 600, 900, and $1,400 over and over again by reselling the programs. So let's imagine you purchase one of these programs. Which type of buyer would you be? You know, are you a business owner? One, you can drop a one if you're not afraid. Are you a business owner? One, are you someone who just wants to learn how to, learn what we teach? You want to learn how to build multiple streams of income? You can drop a two. Or are you someone who just wants to like learn how to you just want to make money online? You just want to make money, you just want to resell the programs. Okay, that's number three. Maybe you're a combination of them, right? See, when I joined this business, when I purchased one of these programs originally, I already had an online business, guys. Okay, I already had a digital business that was kind of similar to this. I was actually selling products in the e-learning industry, just like this, but this one's better. And guess what? I invested $1,000 in that business. That my previous business, I invested $1,000 to start that business. I don't even promote it anymore. Now I promote this. Okay. So some of you are afraid to invest to start a business. I invest in a business that I don't even use anymore. Okay, I don't even feel bad about either because this is better. Like, why would I promote something that's inferior when I have something that's superior, right? So I'm not afraid to invest in my future. I'm not afraid to invest in my education. Are you? Are you? Because that's what stops a lot of people because they're afraid to invest because they're like, what if I lose money? That's fear, guys. Scared money doesn't make money. Okay, it just doesn't. Fear will never make you wealthy. Fear will never make you successful. Fear will never make you free. Everything you want is on the other side of fear and doubt. Okay. So if you're afraid to invest because you're afraid to lose money and you don't invest, you lost. You sabotaged yourself for the time being. Now you might get over that eventually and then invest in something, but you're sabotaging yourself, guys, by not investing and learning how to build income online. That's just self-sabotage. And that's sad. That's sad for you and it's sad for people around you because you're not gonna like how like you're not really you're not really helping yourself and you're not really helping other people as much as you could. Okay, that's all. Like the more money you have, the more wisdom you have, the more knowledge you have, the more people you can help. So you should be like, become like your number one focus. It should be like how to become the best version of yourself, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. If you're not like on that path, then you're not going to become the best version of yourself. You're not going to impact the world as much as you could. I'm on that path, guys. I'm on the path of personal development, right? And I've been on the path of personal development for years. Not only am I an entrepreneur, business owner, I was also a monk. I mean, that's freaking crazy. That was a lot of meditation. That was a lot of like studying of ancient wisdom. Okay, guys, I've been on the path of personal development for a long time, right? Now I'm an entrepreneur, but I also do a lot of like reading. Like I read books like The Science of Getting Rich, Think and Grow Rich. I do meditations, I do visualizations. Like every day I look at my like see a lot of you are stuck focusing on your current reality and the reality that like you're focused on what sucks. You're like, oh my current situation sucks, my life sucks, my job sucks. Well, if you always focus on what sucks, your life is gonna suck because that's what you're focusing on. You got to get past, you got to go past your current situation. That's why we create vision boards. That's why we do visualizations. Okay. Like I create these like little images in AI and ChatGPT of me living my dream life, like me driving around in Ferraris, me driving around in Porsches, me like at beach houses, just living the dream, just living a total life of freedom, playing my guitar on a stage with thousands of fans. I look at this stuff every single day. Okay. I look past my current reality, which is not that reality right now. Like I'm not like completely free yet. Okay. I'm not living the dream. I'm not like I do cool stuff. I go on trips, but I'm not like living the life that I completely want to live yet. The life that I want to live is just like a life of complete total freedom, abundance, luxury, impact. Like that's the kind of life that I want to live. That's my vision. Now you might have a different vision. Maybe you want something similar. You want to live that life of abundance. You want the luxury. You want to live like you want to stay in the best hotels, the best Airbnbs. You want to drive the best cars. You want to wear the best clothes. You want to eat the best food. Maybe you want that life. Or maybe you're more simple. Maybe you just want to live a life of peace. You just want to spend time with your family. You just want to hang out with your family, chill. Cool. Whatever your vision is, whatever you want, meditate on that, guys. Okay. Figure out like what your vision is. Figure out what your ideal life looks like. Figure out what your rich life looks like. Focus on that. Okay. So go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out, guys. Business in a box. You can make $1,400 or more in a day. All right. Reselling digital products. Best side hustle, best online business. I don't even like to call it a side hustle because you're building like a business, a real legitimate online business that you can use for the rest of your life. And you have total ownership, guys. You have total ownership of this business. Even though you didn't create it yourself, you get to earn 100% of the profits. Okay. See, I did multi-level marketing before in the past, and I used to sell this like green powdered drink, right? And the drink sold for like 70 or 80 bucks. But every time I made a sale, I only got to keep around $14, more or less. Okay. I got to keep around $14. So every time I made a sale, I only got 14 bucks. Now I have a product that sells for $1,400. So every time I get a sale with that product, I make 1,400 bucks and I keep 100% of the profit. You see the difference? Like, so if you're doing low ticket items, you need a lot of volume. Okay. You need a lot of volume. But if you have high ticket items, you don't need so much volume, right? I get 72 sales at 1,400. I made 100K. I've made 2 sales so far. So I got 70 more to go because we just launched these programs recently. So that's it, guys. 72 sales, I make 100K. Now, if I'm selling something for like 10 bucks, 72 sales, what is that? That's only $700 or something. You see the difference? That's why I prefer high ticket marketing to low ticket marketing. Now, can you get rich with low ticket marketing? Yeah, of course. There's businesses that promote low ticket stuff, but they're really good and they have a lot of volume. But you need a lot of volume. You need a lot of customers to do that. And do you expect to get a lot of customers overnight? Probably not, guys. It's going to take you a long time to get up to that volume. Look at like Amazon, right? They have a lot of volume in sales. They didn't start off like that. They started at zero. Everybody starts at zero, guys. Okay. But if you have high ticket items like this, you don't need a lot of volume. That's the point. You only need like you get 72 sales, you made 6 figs. $1,400 product, guys. You can have $600 days, $900 days, $1,400 days over and over again because we have 5 different products. You just got to get started, set up your business, and then you're just following a 2-hour workday. You're just posting content online. You're posting content. You're going live, just like me. Just what I'm doing, guys. I'm just talking. I'm sharing this business with you. I'm showing you the opportunity. That's all you got to do. There's 57,000 of us doing this, guys. So don't feel like it's weird because there's a lot of people doing it, right? Just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Business in a box, my friends, sevenfiguremonk.com. The link is in my bio. Okay. All you got to do is put in your email. Okay. You're going to learn how to do email marketing. You're going to have your own email marketing system. You're going to have your own sales funnel. You're going to have your own website. You're going to have your own digital products that you can resell and you don't have to create yourself. Everything's created for you. So like if you go to my website, sevenfiguremonk.com, it's going to take you to my capture page. Let me show you. Where is that? Yeah. Okay. Let me show you how this works. So if you don't know how email marketing works, let me explain it real quick. I used to think this was really hard. I used to think email marketing was really complicated. It's not if you have the right system. Okay. So like if someone goes to my link, they're going to go here, capture page. Why do we call it a capture page? Because we're capturing people's emails, right? So they go here, they put their email in. And as soon as they put their email in, they're going here and they're going to watch a video. And not only that, as soon as they put their email in, the email automation is activated. So they're going to get an email from me every single day. Like we give you 30 emails. So they're getting emails from you every single day. Why? Because the fortune's in the follow-up. So every day they're getting an email from you. So one day they can get that email and then they can buy from you. Pretty much every business on the planet, guys, does email marketing. For example, I ordered Domino's pizza last week, first time in a while, and they wanted me to put my email in because I ordered from an app, right? This is how they do things, guys. This is how people do things. Okay. Learn about this. So like I go to an app, I go to Domino's, I put my email in and I order my pizza. And then ever since then, guys, Domino's has been sending me emails like every day. I just unsubscribed because I was annoyed. I was like, that's enough. But they're like, they're sending me emails every day with like, hey, we got this new offer. Hey, $5.99 gets your pizza. That's email marketing, guys. That's how it works. Like anytime you go to a website or something and they ask for your email, why do they ask you for your email? Is it just random? No. They ask you for your email because as soon as you put your email in, you become part of their email automations. Everybody does it. Pretty much every company on the planet does it. Amazon, you name it. Amazon does email marketing too, guys. I get emails from Amazon all the time. They're like, hey, I think you might like this. Hey, blah, 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 blah. Check out this offer. Okay. That's how email marketing works. This is how digital marketing works. This is how e-commerce works. It's not complicated. It's just maybe new to you. But once you understand how all this stuff works, and the more you do it, the more simple it becomes. It just becomes really simple over time. So people, like I said, oh, what happened? Oh, I deleted something. Okay. So people put their email in and then they end up here and they end up here at your sales page. Okay. Now this is where they can buy one of your products, your website, your sales page. They buy these products, guys. This is what we sell, digital products in the e-learning industry. So you can earn $100, $300, $600, $900, and $1,400 over and over again. Like for example, if someone goes to my website, they click here, they're ready to check out. They go here, they purchase a product, and guess what? I get paid 100% profit. And I don't have to close them out. I don't have to check them out because my automated system's checking them out for me. This automated business here is closing the sales for you, which means you're not doing the selling. The automated system's doing the selling. You just have to post content and go live. That's all you're doing, guys. That's what we teach. We teach a 2-hour workday. So basically you just got to post content and go live on social media. You're attracting customers. Like I've made multiple 5 figures, guys. Like I've made $1,400 in my sleep, $900 in my sleep, just because I post content every day and I go live and I'm building my email list. I'm building my email list by posting content and going live. And then once people are inside of my email automations, at any time they can buy from me. See, if you're not building an email list, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Before I used to do like affiliate marketing programs and multi-level marketing programs, and they didn't give us like an email list. They didn't teach us about email marketing. So I was basically just sending people to my website. But if you just send people to your website, then you can't follow up with your leads automatically. So you're just losing your leads. That's why you got to build your email list so you can have your leads, because your lead is your potential customer. That's what a lead is. If you ever heard that word, a lead is a potential customer that you can communicate with. So how can I communicate with my leads? Because they're inside of my email system. So I can send them emails anytime I want. I can send them emails every day if I want. What do I say in my emails? I just talk. I'll be like, hey, you know, like, what's stopping you from getting started? Don't you want to have 600, 900, and $1,400 days? Or do you want to keep working every day? Like, I'll just talk to them. I'll just talk to them. And it can be bold sometimes. And if they don't like it and they unsubscribe, cool. That means they're not my perfect customer. They're not for me, right? I don't care. If they unsubscribe from my email list, that means we have no connect. Like, they're not my customer. Like, we're not a good match. So I don't care if they unsubscribe, right? Some people are so like afraid, like, oh man, people are unsubscribing to my email list. Well, that means they're not your person. Like, if you're dating and someone doesn't like you, cool. Hey, I'm just not their person. Whatever. It's all good. You don't like my face? Okay, whatever. See, I'm 44 years old, so I don't care about people's opinions so much anymore, which is liberating. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you don't like me in general. Like, I'd rather you like me. I mean, but if you don't, it's okay. It's all good. When I was young, I used to be very sensitive. Like, if people, like, growing up in high school and middle school, I was super sensitive to people's opinions. Nowadays, not so much. It's called personal development, guys. Just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Business in a box. Okay. Put your email in. Check out the information. It can change your life. Don't be afraid. Some people are afraid to even look. You know why? Because they're afraid of success. Because they're afraid. What if I have to change? Like, what if this changes my life? They're afraid of, like, what if I become successful and then my whole life changes? Change is inevitable, guys. You can't avoid change. Okay. So embrace it. Change is inevitable because at the end of the day, like, we're changing every single day. Everything's changing. Our body's changing. We're getting older. One day we're going to die, and then our whole life's going to change. We're going to go to the afterworld. Maybe we're going to be reincarnated as a tree. Maybe we're going to, like, go to heaven. Who knows? Right. But changes, you can't avoid change, guys. So a lot of people are afraid to start a business because they're just afraid of change. It's easy to stay in the comfort zone, but your comfort zone is not going to help you grow. Your comfort zone is not going to help you become the best version of yourself. Your comfort zone is not going to impact lives. If you're staying in your comfort zone, it's a little selfish, guys. It's a little selfish because you're not giving your best. You're not giving your best to yourself or to the world. Okay. It's a little selfish, actually. So don't be selfish, guys. Get out of that comfort zone. See, I go live every day. I'm putting myself out there. So what happens if you go live and you post content every day? Well, you're impacting lives. But if you don't go live and you're not posting content, you're not really impacting any lives. Okay. So now, what's the worst thing that can happen if you post content and go live every day? What's the worst thing that can happen? Well, you can get haters and trolls. Okay. That's pretty much the worst thing that's going to happen, guys. And what do you do with those people? Well, you can fight with them, or you can just ignore them and block them. Your choice. Now, I think it's better to ignore them and block them because you don't want to engage in that negative energy. Just, bless and release, send them on their way. But that's pretty much the only thing you're going to have to deal with, guys. That's the most difficult thing that you're going to have to deal with when it comes to posting content and going live. There's going to be some rude people out there that are going to say things that maybe it's going to be like, maybe if you're not thick skinned, maybe it's going to hurt you for a second. But you're building but it's going to make you stronger. Like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, guys. Like, in the beginning, in the early days, like when I was promoting this business in the beginning, those haters, those trolls, they really annoyed me. They really, like, bothered me. But nowadays I don't care. I just send them to the block party. I make fun of them sometimes because they're bullies and I don't like bullies. Like, they're intentionally going out there to hurt people. Like, that's their intention. They jump on people's lives. They jump on people's content just to hurt them, because hurt people hurt people. Okay. Hurt people, guys. Healed people heal people. Just like I've done so much personal development. I've been a monk, you know, I've done a lot of personal development that I can actually go out there and actually help people and heal people and, like, share businesses with people and help people make money because I'm doing the personal development. That's how I'm able to help people, right? Because I'm doing the work. Are you doing the work? Are you doing the work, guys? Are you doing the personal development? Are you doing visualizations every day? Are you doing, like, EFT tapping where you're tapping on your body and saying affirmations? Are you looking into the mirror and doing the mirror work, and you're saying like positive affirmations while you look in the mirror to yourself, like money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I have a millionaire mind. I am worthy. I am value. I am wealth. I am abundance. Are you doing this stuff, guys? Because I do this every day. See, that's why some people are successful and some people are not. Because what do the wealthy people do? They do things in a certain way that you're not doing. That's all. They just know things that you know that you don't know, and they're doing things a certain way that you aren't doing. Like even in our community, guys, we got 57,000 people in our community. Now, some people have made six figures, some people have made seven figures, some people haven't had their first sale yet. So what's the difference? Well, the 6 and 7 figure incrementers, they're doing something a little different. They're doing things in a certain way that's a little bit different than everybody else. So that's why you got to learn from 6 and 7 figure incrementers, guys. You got to observe them. You got to watch them. You got to see what they're doing. And inside of our community, like you get mentored and coached from these 6 and 7 figure incrementers. Okay. So you become what you associate with. If you associate with 6 and 7 figure incrementers, that's what you will become. If you associate with broke people, that's what you will become. If you associate with negative people, that's what you will become. If you associate with positive people, that's what you will become. So who and what are you associating with? Okay. Ask yourself that. I like for you guys to go deep. So I always ask you like deep questions. Go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out, guys. Business in a box. Learn how to make $1,400 a day, working just 2 hours a day around your schedule. Okay. The holidays are coming. Now you can get an extra job. You can do Uber. You can do DoorDash, which sucks. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody really wants to do Uber or DoorDash. Okay. They just do it because they have to. Nobody wants to be a Walmart greeter. Nobody wants to pick up extra shifts or do overtime. Nobody wants that. People want abundance. Okay. People want to make money while they're sleeping. That's what people really want, if they're honest. Nobody wants to work a crappy job. So why do they do it? I don't know. Because they're settling. They're settling. I'm not settling, guys. I'm going to do everything in my power to become as wealthy as possible, as fast as possible. I'm not going to settle. Right? Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it don't. Maybe it won't. Because at the end of the day, right? They say, man proposes, God disposes. Okay. You can have an idea of what you want to do and all that stuff. You can do all the manifestation stuff too. But at the end of the day, if God's like, yeah, no, no, then it doesn't matter what you do, guys. Like man proposes, God disposes. You could have a desire to make like you can have a desire to be rich. I'm going to be rich. But if God's like, no, you're not. Like, what are you going to do about it? But at the same time, you should try. You should try, right? Because why not? It's better because otherwise, what are you going to do? Just be depressed? No. Go for it. Go for it. But at the same time, guys, I do believe that God wants you to live in abundance. Why would God or the universe want you to suffer? I believe that God wants you to live in abundance. God wants you to be happy. God wants you to be blessed. God wants you to be peaceful, full of joy. They say like abundance is your birthright. So God wants you to live your best life. So why? But you got to do the work. Like you can't like they say God helps those who help themselves. God, the universe, whatever you want to say. So if you're not willing to do the work, God can't help you. The universe can't help you. God helps those who help themselves. So why do some people get wealthy and some people don't? Because the wealthy people help themselves. They show up every single day. They're consistent. You got to be consistent. With this business, guys, $1,400, $600, $900, $1,400 over and over again. And all you got to do is consistently show up and post content and go live. Now, tell me something that's easier than that. Tell me a side hustle that's easier than that. All you have to do is post content and go live. Like what's easier than that? That's pretty easy, guys, when you compare it to other things. Like compare it to a job. What's easier, your job or posting content and going live? Every single job that I've done, guys, in my life was harder than this. And I've done a lot of jobs. Started with a paper route. Then in high school, I was working on golf courses, doing like landscaping. And I was doing retail while I was in high school, like selling clothes at like American Eagle and stuff in the mall. Okay, that was harder than this. Then I was a waiter, I was a busboy, I worked at restaurants, I worked at hotels. I did all jobs like this. Okay. And then I became a monk. But all these jobs were harder than this. This isn't hard. Posting content, going live from the comfort of your house. I'm just chilling. Like I see people on TikTok, they're going live, they're like playing music, they're freaking dancing. Is that like they're chilling, guys? That's how they're building their business or whatever, their TikToks, their social media, whatever. But they're taking action. See, those people are taking action. That's why those people deserve to make money. Like if you're taking action, you deserve to make money. If you're not taking action, you don't deserve to make money. Why would you? You're not taking action. Why would you deserve that? Okay. Think about it. And you got to give people value. Like, what value are you giving people? Like, if you want to make money, guys, you got to give people value. Like, I'm giving you so much value right now, whether you realize it or not. I'm giving you an opportunity to launch your own digital business. Plus, I've given you so many like freaking mindset tips. If you actually applied what I talk about, your life would change. But I'm giving you a business in a box that gives you the potential to make 600, 900, $1,400 over and over again. That's value. So if you don't have value, you can promote this business, because just by promoting this business, you're giving people value. You're giving people a business opportunity that can create financial freedom. You're giving them access to our community where they can get mentored, millionaire mentoring every single day. Okay, weekly millionaire mentoring, live mentoring from 6 and 7 figure income earners. You're giving people value. Now, what kind of value are you providing to people right now in your life? What kind of value are you giving people that's worthy of like getting money, getting paid for? Like, why would people pay you if you're not giving them any value? Like, why would you get like? So if you want more money, you got to give more value. That's just how it is. Look at the famous movie stars. Why do they make so much money? Because people love their movies. They think they're so amazing. Like Tom Cruise. Oh man, Tom Cruise movies so good. They give people educational value. I mean, entertainment value. That's why they make so much money. Basketball players, like professional athletes, they're entertaining people. People get value in that, right? Look at Amazon. Amazon, you can buy whatever you want from Amazon and they'll deliver it in like 1 or 2 days. That's why Jeff Bezos makes $150 million a day, because he's providing value to people. Musicians, the best bands that people like, they make the most money. Okay. So what value are you offering people right now so you can get paid? Like, what are you offering people? Right? Your job is paying you because you provide some value for them. You're working for them. Okay. They pay you because you're giving them some kind of value. You're giving them your time, which is valuable to them. It's more valuable to them than it is to you, because you're giving it to them. Instead of using your time to build your own business, you're giving your valuable time to your employer. And that's why they're paying you. They're paying you for your time. That's all. And your skills, of course, like whatever your skills you have. All right. So you got to offer, if you want more money, you got to offer more value. And if you don't have value, well, this business is value, guys. This business is pure value. You got to give people more in use value than what they pay for. Right. So I know, like, I can sleep good at night because I know if somebody starts this business, they're getting so much value. They're getting like thousands and thousands of dollars of value, potentially millions of dollars in value. How? Let's say you launch this business and you go on making millions of dollars based on what you've learned from the program and from our community. That means you got millions of dollars of value for a one-time investment. You understand? Just like I invested in this business one time, I invested in this business one time and I've gone on to make multiple 5 figures. I've gone on to make thousands of dollars. So I got thousands of dollars in value for a one-time investment. Okay. And some of you are afraid to invest. You're afraid to invest because you're afraid to fail. Key word. What is the key word? Afraid. You are afraid. That's why you're not investing. But are you afraid to spend money on things you don't need? That's a question. Are you afraid to spend money on like stuff you don't need? Ask yourself, do you spend money on stuff you don't need a lot? If you spend money on stuff you don't need, that means you're not afraid to do that, even though that's costing you. That's called a liability, guys. When you spend money on things that don't make you money, you're spending money on liabilities. Now, if you're not afraid to spend money on liabilities, but you're afraid to spend money on investing, ooh, something's wrong there. Something is off there, guys. That's self-sabotage. You're sabotaging yourself. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad. He'll break it down. Or just go to ChatGPT. You don't even need to read books anymore, honestly, because we got ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, what is the difference between an asset and a liability? And how can I start building assets? Give me a strategy so I can start building assets, right? AI is taking over, guys. Like you don't even like AI is better than Google. AI is better than college. Like honestly, guys, if you really just sat down with AI, you could figure out so many different ways to make money. You don't even need to go to college anymore. College is like freaking I think college is like on the way out, honestly. I don't know if college is going to be around forever. I think AI could wipe out colleges because you can learn everything from AI. I can learn how to do anything on AI, guys. I can learn how to play a musical instrument. I can learn how to launch a business. I can learn a language. I can learn anything I want to learn on AI, pretty much. But the only problem with that is you don't want to be just hanging out with AI all the time because you're human. You want to be part of communities like ours. You want to be a part of our community like ours. You don't want to just talk with robots. I mean, I wouldn't. It's kind of weird. Now, I think robots are cool. Would I like to have a little robot friend? Heck yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe I will like robots more than humans. Maybe it'll come to that point. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of underdeveloped humans out there. But if I have a cool robot that I can just like sit around and just talk to, like play instruments with and stuff, like I can have my like robot like, hey man, let's play some music. Yeah. I'm gonna get those robots. Hey, can you clean up? Can you rub my back? Can you massage my feet? Can you clean the bathroom? Heck yeah. I'll have fun with robots, guys. I don't mind it. I'm not afraid of the robots. Now, is it going to turn into Terminator one day? It could. I think they predicted it in the movies, right? Like all these movies about robots attacking people. So could it turn into like the Terminator? It could happen. But am I going to enjoy these robots? Yeah, I'm going to have fun with them. It's going to be great. I'm going to love it. So go here, guys, sevenfiguremonk.com. Learn how to make $1,400 a day reselling digital products. Okay. This is for people that are serious about making money. So if you're not serious, you won't even take a look at it. That's the thing. If you're not serious about making money, you won't even take a look at it. Sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. Check it out. Business in a box. All right, my friends, I'm gonna go because we have some millionaire mentoring coming on soon, and then I'm gonna create a video. See, guys, so many of you are not taking action, but I've already posted so much content today. It's not even 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I've already posted content. I've already freaking gone live. And I'm about to create 2 YouTube videos. After this, I'm going to create 2 YouTube videos, guys. And then I'm going to do the millionaire mentoring call. And then the rest of the day, I can do whatever I want to do. I can work on my business if I want, or I don't have to. See, all you got to do is get started, set up your business. You're following a 2-hour workday. You're posting content. You're going live. That's all you got to do every day. And then your automation does the rest of the work for you. Your automation is closing the sales for you. Okay. Your automations are doing the follow-up for you guys, and your automations are doing the selling for you. Your automations are closing your sales for you. You just got to set up your automations one time. Take you like 2 days max, right? It shouldn't take you more than 2 days. Like you can set it up in 1 to 2 days, right? Like I set up my system in a few hours. Okay. So that's it. Sevenfiguremonk.com, my friends. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless.